Welcome back to the West Ham Network. I'm Anton, and I'm bringing you today's version of Hammer's Headlines, which is in association with the guys over at kumb.com. Make sure to go and check all out their content. Today's rendition is the 18th of May, and there is lots of things going on as a West Ham fan. It's a great time to be a West Ham fan, and I hope you enjoyed my show I did earlier on, my West Ham Daily, related to Jared Bowen and what a special player he is. So make sure you go and check that out, and please leave a comment and put the thumbs up as well. But it is silly season, of course. The rumours are viral. It's just non-stop rumor after rumor, players coming, players going. So let me put this stipulation out there now. Let me put this out to you all. We're not by no means saying that any of these deals are definitely happening. What we're doing is taking a look at the news headlines, bringing the news headlines to you and asking you, do you think that they could take place or not? So what we'll do is we'll get started with today's show. And first up on the show, related around with that, is the news that West Ham are plotting a bid of £20 million for Watford striker and Nigerian international Emmanuel Dennis. He's a key and has been a key performer for Watford this season, scoring 10 Premier League goals in a team where no one else passed 5 goals. He's a 24-year-old, and he won the Premier League Player of the Month in November after picking up a goal and 2 assists in Watford's 4-1 victory over Manchester United. There is a clause in Dennis's contract that means that he would have to take a pay cut to stay with Watford as they prepare for their return to the Championship. And he was just signed for £3 million last summer, so he's got 4 years left on his contract, meaning he could really provide Watford with useful finances for the up-and-coming season. West Ham manager David Moyes has reportedly got the money to spend this summer and is hoping to sign at least one striker. So is this the guy that we'd want to bring? He is a strong striker. He's got really, really fast. He's really pacey as well, and he's got a keen eye for goal. He operates best in a kind of dual striker formation where he can kind of play up top with some support, but he can also operate out on the wings. He can play and be a target man up top, so you never know. It could work well with someone like Antonio, supporting him out on the wings, if that's what's going to happen for next year. And he does possess the ability to pass. He's a good passer of the ball. And we all seen what he is capable of doing when he scored that really good goal against West Ham earlier in the season at Vicarage Road. So what do you think? £20 million for Emmanuel Dennis? Apparently, reports are suggesting that Newcastle are also interested. And I think if Newcastle do come in with a keen eye to bring him in, and it's Dennis has got to choose West Ham or Newcastle. We've been here before. He doesn't know massively the history between the two clubs, so I wouldn't be surprised if he was to choose the money over the club. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Leave your comments in the comments section below as we move on to the next story for today, and that is the news about Vlasic potentially leaving the club. Now, listen, I've said this a long time ago, and I think you can put 2 and 2 together and come out with your own result. But it looks like West Ham are keen to get rid of Vlasic this summer, but whether or not it's going to be a permanent deal or a loan deal. So he's set to offload the 24-year-old after a bitterly disappointing debut campaign at the London Stadium. But so many players have not had a good start to their careers at West Ham, particularly in their first season. It always takes them a bit longer to bed in. So he joined West Ham from CSKA Moscow in the summer for around £28 million. Other reports have claimed that it's upwards of £33 million that we've maybe signed him for. He's a Croatian international, and he really has struggled to establish himself in the West Ham side. And it's suggested that Moyes has maybe lost his patience with him. And it looks like we might try to offload the player in the summer transfer window. Like I said, whether or not that's going to be a permanent deal or a loan deal, we'll have to wait to be seen. But it is a big year for Vlasic because he is a Croatian international. They are in the World Cup in the winter, so he wants to be playing game time. I wouldn't be surprised here if we've seen a loan deal with Vlasic heading out the door. And I think that makes practical sense. A club taking over 100% of his wages, give him the opportunity to see what he's capable of doing, try and recoup some of that money, unless a club comes in and offers close to what we paid for him, which I can't see happening. And it means West Ham free up some more finances to be able to bring in someone else if need be. What do you think, though? I mean, he hasn't showed anything really to convince me yet that he's got a long-term future at West Ham. But in all fairness to Vlasic, he has been played out of position most of the time this season, playing out on the left wing, and he is a number 10 by trade. So his kind of lack of pace really is ineffective out wide. So it is a bit of a shame for someone like him. But leave your comments in the comment section and let me know your thoughts on Vlasic leaving the club. And next up, we will talk about this man, which is Nathan Akki, the Manchester City Dutch international defender. And it looks like we could be back in the market for Nathan Akki again. So we've booked our place for Europe for the second season in a row. And it's going to be such a big transfer window for West Ham moving forward. And with that in mind, I think that we should be maybe revisiting this player from Man City. And I think we probably will. He's a left-sided centre-back, and he's been capped 25 times from Holland. He's only managed 14 Premier League appearances this season for Man City. Obviously, they've got the star-studded side that they've got. And with the news that potentially Diop could be looking to leave in the summer, we're going to be wanting to bring in some new talent in that centre-back pairing. He comes with Premier League experience. He comes with international experience. And I think he'd be a valuable replacement if Diop was to go. And even if Diop wasn't to go, you know, we need to be looking at the central defensive area and bring in quality. And I think he could be a good upgrade on quite a lot of the players that we've got. He's played for Chelsea. He's played for Bournemouth. And like I said, he's got plenty of Premier League experience. And he's got the right age of his career. He's at the right age of his career to be able to lead the defensive line. He's very strong in his passing and his distribution. He's an intelligent defender who reads the game very well. He had top-notch performances against Leeds United this year for Man City and against Atletico Madrid. He was simply superb, and I wouldn't be surprised if we went back in there. It's not clear whether or not he's willing to leave City, but if he wants some game time at the age he is, then I think it's going to be vital for him to do that. He does have a contract with Man City until 2025. So let me know your thoughts on Nathan Akki potentially joining West Ham in the summer. It's such a big window, isn't it? Such a big transfer window this year. You're going to have players linked with us left, right, and centre. So please make sure you do join us for all the shows that we are doing. But tonight, you do have to check us out on the West Ham Network, as we are bringing the legend Trevor Morley onto the show for a live Q&A, a chance for you guys to come on and have a chat with the legend. You can just come into the chat, you can leave your questions, we'll bring the questions up and he will answer them live. So please, if you are around 9 o'clock tonight, come in and have a chat with Trevor Morley. What a great opportunity to speak to another West Ham legend on the West Ham Network. And like I said, if you are new around here, please make sure you do subscribe to the channel. If you're keen on becoming a channel member, you can click the join option. Please leave the thumbs up. Please leave a comment. Get your comments in after the end of this video. Stay safe, and we will see you this evening. Come on, you Irons.